I think that this was the biggest thumb in the eye to Israel that can be imagined. This is a humiliation for Israel.
Indeed, I mean, it seems that from my understanding that Gaza itself is not worried because they feel very empowered, and they feel like on the first day Trump made that statement, it was the day that 1 million Palestinians were actually marching from the south to the north of Gaza. But here is Trump pretty much giving Netanyahu everything he wanted, or at least that's how some people are interpreting this statement. How do you feel about
He
it?
gave Netanyahu nothing. He took everything away from Netanyahu. What power does Israel now have over Gaza, according to Trump's plan? What role does Israel play? None. Zero. This is an American problem. Everybody expected Donald Trump to greenlight the Israeli genocide. In many ways, it washes America's hands because, well, that's the Israelis doing it. So why do this? Why make this bold statement if not to prevent that from happening? Because that, as you rightly point out, that was the inevitable trajectory that things were heading towards, is that Israel would come back to Gaza and begin the process of ethnic cleansing. I believe what Donald Trump did is put an end to that. Now for Israel to go into Gaza, they have to say, we don't care about your policies. We're ignoring. The president just said that ownership of Gaza doesn't belong to Israel, that Israel doesn't get to dictate the future of Gaza, that only the United States does. Now, I'm sure the Palestinians say, well, wait a minute, we sort of own this land and we disagree. But they're not a player in this negotiation at this point in time, because I don't believe this is about actually moving Palestinians out of the ground and all that. This is about the future of the reconstruction of Gaza. And I think what Trump is trying to do is take all Israeli interest out of that and make this an international problem where funding comes in and things of that nature. Even when he said who would run Gaza after, the world, he said, not Israel, the world. Now, we don't know what the world means, but it isn't Israel. So Bing Gvir and all the others are out there talking about greater Israel, and we're going to go in and bring. They've been told to sit down and shut up. You're not a player. You don't even get a vote anymore. We just took it over. And that was the thumb in the eye of Netanyahu, because Trump basically said, you have made such a mess of this. You've done such a horrible job that I'm taking over. I'm taking the whole project over.